Greetings, brave warriors. My pen is missing, by the way. I don't feel quite right with my pen. Yeah, throw it again. Okay, welcome to the first, thank you, welcome to the first week
nice catch, by the way.
of the summary of the 10th anniversary edition of Imperia Online's classic, The Nomads Invasions. I am Mitko.
I am Dian, and you, Mitko, have a lot to explain and to apologize for.
It's not my fault that the first wave was made so easy. It can even repelled by the guy who is always asking, where is quadrant?
What is quadrant?
What is quadrant? Yes.
Stop insulting the good monkey. He learned a lot since then.
Yeah.
Plus, you said there will be people who would dismiss their archers, and there weren't any. So, Mitko, if you please.
All right. Sorry, guys. You have officially proved me wrong. No losses after the first wave. Congratulations. You now know how to play Nomads Invasions. Finally.
Excellent.
Yes.
A warm, fuzzy feeling fills my soul when you apologize to people, Mitko.
Shut up. Okay, can we go on now?
Of course we can.
Let's show some stats to the people. I know that they are asking for stats, which
Actually,
are always... yes, they don't, but we will show them anyway. There were 9 waves since our life today, from the start, since now 9 waves. Okay, I'm good at math. I got this. All right. So 0 losses is in wave 1. Was it expected?
Absolutely expected. I told you so. Though our players are not monkeys, I mean,
yes,
they're like lions.
You know why? You know why? In the early editions.
Yes, because I boost their morale right here.
In the early editions of the tournament, we didn't put the archers in the garrison by default.
Yeah.
They were outside.
And there were people like, why I lost? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes, you had to get your archers and put them by hand as a garrison. Yeah. And after we saw how many people actually lost their battle in the first wave, we were like, well, let's not humiliate them anymore. And
okay, but I'm a bit pleased that the second wave was immediate pillage. I mean, first wave, easy stuff. And the players are expecting like, GG, this is again the easy Nomads Invasions. But the second wave, immediate pillage, and you can see a lot. Bada bing, bada boom. Almost 1,600
died.
lost.
Well, sorry about that. I can argue that a lot of them let this pillage on purpose go.
What you mean?
Well, probably you will lose less if you field army and you have losses in army rather than lose civilians. We're talking about network points losses.
Yeah, there is logic behind that, but you are slowing your development.
Yes,
those civilians are very important at the beginning for a massive resource income.
Yes, I know, but since you have 1 million resources...
Yeah, and how can you not spend them on some defenses? You know there is pillages, there are pillages coming soon. I mean...
Yes.
Wow.
Also, if you are the kind of guy who plays for a medal and you decide to...
Which medal?
Yeah, for Battle of the Day, let's say, or for the final Bloodiest Warrior with
maybe, yeah.
Yes, and you accidentally lose your army because the calculator shows, the simulator shows that you are winning, but then you are surprised by the incoming field.
We saw this the last edition of the Nomads Invasions.
People do this very, very, very
Well, guys,
often.
the battle calculator is very complex machine. Let's say it like that. You need to fill everything you know about your armies and your generals and your defenses. I mean, in order that the battle calculator represents the most adequate information
Yes.
possible. So if you miss one thing, this can be the little stone that will turn the card. You know.
Or you could be the guy who says, "What is calculator?" and you just make some kind of army and you put it in front of the fortress and the incoming nomads.
We know that usually the pillages are less defended.
Yeah.
With less success. You can see wave 3 was Fortress Siege, only 691 nomad wins.
Yeah. This is what keeps me thinking that some guys did this on purpose for the pillage. Just let it go in purpose. Yes, it's a valid tactic.
And if you are going after the undefeated medal, you won't get it this way.
Oh yeah. I mean.
But let's check the waves. Wave 3, well defended, I can say.
Yeah.
But wave 4, 2 times more nomad wins.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, this is the fast ramping that I was talking about last time. That the attacks will be less, but they will be stronger than usual.
Yeah, and as you can see by looking at the next waves, the wins become more and more.
Yes, they ramp up. The wins of the nomads ramp up, and you can see they stop for the Fortress Siege type at wave 6, 1609.
Yeah,
and you see the pillage.
Yeah.
More than 6 million civilians lost. I mean, this is so much.
Yeah.
You think they did that on purpose again?
No.
And you see immediate pillage after that.
Usually,
wow.
Yeah. Yeah, two pillages, one after another, are usually a very bad combo.
Yeah, they are very devastating for the players and their
especially if they come in different province. I mean,
yes,
you get pillaged in one province.
You can't be province in the same province. You can be pillaged in the same province for defined period of time. But
if you are allowed to be pillaged in two different provinces, I mean that is really a turning point.
But you can see the Fortress Siege's losses, respectively, nomad wins are ramping up, and the pillages are ramping up too at losses for the Imperians. I mean, 9 waves, and this is hard enough.
Do you really think that?
Well, you can see the total undefeated players, 460.
460 after 9th wave.
Yeah.
We have 2,700.
Yeah, but we have how many waves?
We
know that something big is coming, and I can assure you guys that something big is coming. So get yourself together, or say goodbye to those undefeated medals.
Ouch. Okay, network points and military points rankings. Is there a surprise there?
I'm surprised
why I'm asking you this.
I'm surprised by one thing. Romania and Bulgaria are now leading by top 10 undefeated players by countries. Is this the retribution for the Bulgarian players because they just missed some tactical maneuvers to do well in the World Cup? Is this their way? You see, Brazilians are third. Is this their way to say, guys, we didn't make good in the World Cup, but we can just crush you here. We can show you that we are the best. We are great tacticians.
You think they are proving their point?
Yes, absolutely. I'm surprised, by the way, by Romania. They just got their momentum from the World Cup, and they're now so inspired and with boosted morale for the great placement in the World Cup, and they're now leading by undefeated players.
Do you think
another thing?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Another thing that surprised me. You can see that
Diane is in face.
You can see that Mr. John Ziwa, who is usually from the United States, he was under the last Nomads invasions. He was under United States flag.
Yeah.
Now he is Croatian.
Yes.
Is this? I think they formed some kind of a very strong bond.
Love.
With the Croatian team from the World Cup. And
is this love? that I'm feeling, Mr. John Zilla. Well,
you love Joshua.
is this love?
Wow.
Yeah.
But I think they made some very strong friendship and connection, and you see that he's under Croatian flag right now.
Well, if you say so, yeah, that it sounds very romantic. It sounds very chivalrous. It sounds very I don't know, cheesy. Well, but nevertheless, it's beautiful. This is the spirit of when you play with good teammates. Of course, you want to continue to play with them.
But another thing to mention is that his net worth points and military points are off the charts at the moment. I mean, wow.
Especially the military points. It's stupid difference. I mean, 6 times.
Do you know what I think he's doing? He just he don't defend with fortress. He just puts everything on the field, even if the attack is fortress siege type.
Okay, John Zilla is a world champion. What else does he have to prove?
That he's champion not by an accident. I mean,
you know, now
you
look at me. I can play in defense now.
Well, yeah, but it's like every champion. I mean, you don't want to give your belt.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be champion forever if you want to be the champion.
Yeah, you have to prove it all the time.
All the time, and there are contenders who wants to take your place, and yeah.
Well, by the way, this is the only title he doesn't have.
Undefeated.
No, the champion of Nomads. Last edition of Nomads, he was defeated by Sir Harry.
Yeah. And he didn't won undefeated medal, by the way. I think he just lost on a pillage attack. Yeah. As I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what he's for.
Yeah, it's a strong motive.
Absolutely.
It's a strong.
Undefeated Nomads champion.
6 times difference in military points with the second.
That's quite the.
By the way, we see familiar faces.
But we also miss some familiar faces.
Yes,
I mean,
we are missing some familiars. Dilaru Impiante is here. Risaras is here. Usually very solid and strong.
You know who I'm missing?
Unzutica, yeah, probably she will show up. I'm sure of it that she will show up eventually. Probably next week we will see her in one of the probably in the military.
And by
points.
the way, I see some new faces, which is great because
Romania, Bulgaria, Brazil, and Russia.
New breed of players are coming. I mean, new breed of hungry players who wants to dethrone the kings of Imperia online. And good luck, guys. Good luck.
Yes, good luck. Do you think, looking at the difference in the network points, that someone can threaten John Zilla at the moment? Let's say he stops playing. Now.
Well, if he stops playing, of course. I mean, come on. If he stops playing, of course. But he won't. He won that undefeated player medal. He wants that Nomads Invasions gold medal. He wants that. He needs that. He breathes for that. I mean, just check the statistics.
Well, you know that there is a saying in the game. You play as much as the enemy allows you to play.
Well, one word to the enemy: don't allow him to play that much.
So, guys, if you
boost the attacks against him, just do something. If you don't want him to be the total dominant force here, dominant.
Otherwise, it will be landslide. How the Americans put it when you have a victory with a big difference, landslide victory. Yes, I know stuff. I read.
Come on.
I'm not like you. Okay, so there you have the stats. Total undefeated players 460. A lot of players still undefeated from Romania, Bulgaria, Brazil, Russia, and the Serbians, Turkey as well, Poland, Italy. The usual suspects, by the way. We should say. those are usually the solid teams and nations and communities in our game traditionally. Okay, Diane, crystal ball speaking. What can we expect in the next week? Should we show the incoming attack
Do you
at
want
the
to?
moment? Well, yes, because people can see.
Then do your job, Mister. When I am talking.
Okay,
and,
okay. Jesus
just,
Christ, I'm trying. I have prepared everything. I will even
refresh.
Yeah.
Please.
All right. So, the incoming attack.
F11.
Yes, F11.
No, don't type F and 2 times 1.
Okay.
F11, there is a button for that.
Okay.
Not F and 2 times 1, 11. Come on.
Shut
What
up.
are you doing?
Shut up.
Okay, guys, you can
this
see
is
the
the
attack.
incoming attack, which will come
Which will...
in, of course, not in Croatian. Sorry. It's not a Croatian player account. Don't worry, guys. It's a deeply classified and undisclosed secret account we are using.
Heavy.
Yes.
Nice.
The heavy guys are coming. What does that mean, Diane?
Heavy losses for the Imperians. It's not funny. It's not funny, and you can see the inborn talents and the acquired skills of the general, of the Nomad general.
Siege specialist, archer, commander, offensive tactician, infantry commander.
They are getting higher and higher
yeah.
in numbers. I mean, in stats. So.
We should put something frightening like Slaughterer or Smasher, Bone Crusher.
Well, it's obvious.
Kidnapper of women.
Archer commander 15% is like.
It's like
killer.
Bone Crusher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All of your archers on your towers receive a headshot by default. By this general. Okay, so heavy losses for the Imperials.
Yeah.
Incoming. Okay, a solid number for prediction. How many will be the undefeated next week?
Oh.
Less than 200?
No.
More than 200?
Less than 100 for sure.
Less than 100? That's nearly 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, this is my prediction. Between 100 and 150.
Why?
Well, I kinda know what's coming. I don't know how will they develop in this time, but I know what's coming, and it's coming strong.
Where do you know it from? Have you read the script? Do you?
No.
Do you know? No. They told you something. The guys from upstairs.
Yeah.
I'm never told anything.
I'm the positive guy, and I love everyone, and everyone loves me. Why they should tell you?
Yeah.
Come on.
I know. Okay, guys. Heavy nomad armies are now marching towards the Imperial strongholds. Diane is marching towards his next pass out. What are you marching towards to? That is the question.
Come on, Mitko, I'm feeling fine. Thank you.
I know. 17 more waves remain. I couldn't resist, sorry. 17 more waves remain. 460 players are still undefeated, but this is only the beginning, guys. Soon, all of you shall suffer greatly.
All right, cut his microphone, please. Now. See you next week, warriors. Kill as many nomads as you can. I know you will.
Strength and honor, brave warriors.